So the physical consciousness, stress and strain is cancer. If the relaxation response is there, cancer is cured. If the circulation, the fluid which activates the brain, it is the blood circulation which activates the brain. So our thinking process, many people think it is in the brain. It is not in the brain, it is in the heart. If the blood circulation is a bit lowered, your brain goes and your thinking process goes. Circulation, the thinking process, the stress and strain of thinking process, the brain process cures heart problems. And then the energy problems, I told you, the sugar problem, the energy problem is diabetes. You are able to understand where I am driving you. I am driving you from a stress and strain response to these three states. And these three states of consciousness, we generally name it as the physical conscious, the dream consciousness, and the sleep consciousness. The physical, the dream, and the sleep. And these three ways of life in which we live, these three states of consciousness in which we live, is the three steps of Gayatri Mantra. Tat Savituru Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. And now many people ask me, you are talking in Sanskrit. No, I am not talking any Sanskrit. I am talking science. How? When I was taking chemistry classes for degree graduates in our college, one day I entered the class. Just before my class, it was a class of some English lecturer, and something was written there, and the students have just wiped off, but only two letters were there, N and O. No. N letter and O letter. I saw it. But I am a chemistry lecturer. For me it is not no. I know what it is. I don't know how the relation between these similar pronunciations, K-N-O-W no and N-O no. But the alphabetical N-O no means no, negative. But for chemist, it is nitrogen and oxygen. It is nitrous oxide, a laughing gas. It makes you laugh. Similarly, when I am uttering these letters of Gayatri Mantra, there is no Sanskrit in it. There is no English in nitrous oxide. You accept that point? I am able to convey to you. You are utilizing the English alphabet, but what it conveys to you is not the English alphabetical meaning. It conveys a scientific meaning. The same thing is happening in Gayatri Mantra also. You want this NO no and it becomes negative. But if you know what NO means, that is KNOW no, something happens. A deep knowledge dawns on you. So this scientific aspect of Sanskrit literature, when not understood, all the Vedas are misunderstood. If those who know about the English pronunciation and English alphabets and they don't know the science, Vedas can't be known. That is what happened. And the mother of all Vedas is Veda Mata. The mother of all Vedas is Gayatri Mantra. So when I say you do that, when I say that you just, if you want to know the radioactivity and the energy aspects, and you should know that E is equal to mc squared, mass energy equivalence formula, am I asking you to learn English? Do you think I am asking and forcing you to learn English? And you say, no, I don't want it, they are English letters. What happens? You will never learn the mass energy equivalence. So that is the mistake what happened to the Vedas. The science has become something which has been thrown aside and now nobody understands it. But if the mother is alive, What is the mother? The life. And what is the life? 3 levels of consciousness. The physical conscious, wakeful consciousness, the dream consciousness, the sleep consciousness. And what are the rules that control is? Tat Savitur Varenyam. The physical consciousness is controlled by sun. Can anyone deny it? Your physical life has a direct relationship to sun. And not only your life, any life pattern on planet Earth or anywhere, it is based on sun. Bhargo devasya dhimahi, removal of that knowledge. When you can dream what you can't think of. All discoveries are first dreams. Flying in air was a dream. Landing on the moon was a dream. The satellites were a dream. Don't you think so? What I am talking about, I am conveying you. If the dreams can be brought down, it becomes a discovery. Again, try to understand. If a dream is brought down, it becomes a discovery. What does it mean? If you know how to dream, you can change your life. If a scientific dream becomes a discovery, why can't your dream become a discovery in your life? That is the inner awakening which Gayatri Mantra gives. How to do.